Hey guys, welcome back to another senior CrossFit video. My name is Chandler, this is Kira. We're going to be your coaches for the day. We're going to start off with our warm-up. Kira's going to demonstrate the movements that we're going to be doing. First one is an air squat, which we should be pretty familiar with by now. Just remember, we're staying in those heels, keeping that chest up. You can always squat halfway if you need to, if going that full depth is still a little bit too difficult. After the air squats, we're going to move on to an inward and outward hip rotation. We're going to start with the inward movement, pointing that toe out to the side and then rotating that hip to the front. We're bringing our knee up and in. Do 5 on each side, and then we're going to start by pointing the toe in front of us and bringing the knee up and out to the side. So 5 on each leg. Last movement that we're going to be doing is jumping jacks. So this is our RX movement. We should know this by now. If you need to modify, go ahead and do the step outs like we normally would. All right, so we're going to be doing 2 rounds of this, 10 air squat. We're going to be doing 5 of the inward outward hip movement and then end with 10 jumping jacks. When you're done with that warm up, come back to us and we'll move on to the stretching before we get to the workout. All right, hopefully you're feeling a little bit more warmed up. We're going to move on to some stretching before we get to the workout. Kira's going to demonstrate our movements for us. First thing that we're going to do is our seated figure 4 glute stretch. So remember, bring that ankle over the knee there and then lean forward, holding that for about 10 to 15 seconds. And then we're going to go ahead and switch to the opposite side, repeating the same amount of time. And then we're going to move on to a chest stretch. So this is our door jam pec stretch. So find a wall or door jam, putting your elbow in a 90-degree angle here, and then pushing against that wall to try to press that chest through, stretching that chest out. And then switch to the opposite side, holding for about 10 to 15 seconds each side. And you see that she's looking the opposite direction for a deeper stretch. And then last, we're going to do a PVC pass through. Remember, if this is too difficult or it's painful for you to hang onto a PVC pipe or resistance band or scarf, you can do it without any object. So we're going to do that 10 times. Once you're done with all of those stretching movements, come back to the video and we'll move on to the workout. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to our workout for the day. Kira's going to demonstrate the movements. It is going to be a Tabata, so we're going to be doing a push jerk. She's going to bring her elbows slightly in front of that bar, and she's going to push the bar up and drop under, pressing the bar overhead. So remember, this is different from our push press. You are able to drop back under the bar, pressing out overhead. If you need to watch a video on a refresher of this movement, go back to the introductory course and we do an extensive video on how to correctly do it. And then we're going to be doing a wall sit. So as you see right here, we have a makeshift wall. You're going to squat down as low as you can, trying to hit your legs at parallel, so you're getting like a 90-degree angle. We're going to hold this for the whole 20 seconds. And if you need to, you can shake your legs out. You'll get a 10-second break before you go back to that push jerk. So remember, it is a Tabata, so we have 20 seconds on for each movement and 10 seconds off with the push jerk and then the wall sit. So in total, we're going to be doing each movement 4 times, which will equal 8 rounds. Once you're done with that workout, come back to us. We'll do some cool down movements and get to our accessory work. All right, welcome back, guys. Hopefully that workout was good for you. We're going to move on to our cool down movements before we get to our accessory work. Kira's going to demonstrate our movements for me. The first thing that we're going to do is that chest stretch, the double arms. We're going to drop our head through, really trying to press through those shoulders and open up that chest. Hold that for about 10 to 15 seconds. Next, we're going to move on to a quad stretch. So you can go ahead and grab onto something for balance, bringing that foot up, trying to grab it with your hand. And then we want to try to get our knees parallel to each other. That's our end goal. This should be stretching out your quad and your hip flexor. So hold this for about 10 to 15 seconds. Then we're going to go ahead and move on to our accessory work, which is going to be a pulsing lateral lunge. So what you're going to do is this for 10 times on one leg. So we don't want you switching back and forth. And go down to the depth that you feel comfortable with. If you need a chair or a table in front of you, feel free to post yourself up in front of one of those. And you're going to do this 10 each leg, take a minute or two break in between, and then repeat it one more time. So that's a total of 2 sets. Once you finish up with that, that'll conclude our workout for the day.